Eduardo Samaniego, an immigrants' rights activist and an advocate for immigration reform, joins us now from Zacatecas in Mexico. Thanks so much for joining us, Eduardo. First of all, your reaction...
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Your reaction to the news, Eduardo, and what these changes mean exactly for the lives of so many migrants making this journey to the US from Central America.
Absolutely. Well, this is a devastating blow to the immigrant community. Not only from the Central American countries that are right now facing crisis, political upheaval, and war in their countries, but for so many others who are also coming to the frontier where Mexico, and they're finding themselves now to go through a completely different system in order to pass through Mexico and come to the United States and be able to ask for asylum.
And you say it's a devastating blow. They'll have a different system. How exactly will it be different from what is currently in place?
Well, the thing is that before, if you were as an asylum seeker, you can present to the border and present your documentation, your paperwork. Obviously, you go through an interview of credible fear, and then you continue the process. You see a judge. But from now on, this means that other countries, they're no longer going to be able to apply for asylum to the United Nations directly. They have to apply, through other countries, which usually is called a safe third country. And a couple of countries, I believe one of them is Honduras in Central America, has agreed to be a third country, something that Mexico, by the way, rejected to be a third country, which means they refuse to have asylum seekers come and then just cross through their country and then come to the United States. So now asylum seekers are going to have to ask for asylum in another country, the country of origin, or another country that allows it, in order to be qualifiants and applicants for asylum. That's something that changed drastically, and it's just going to go a lot more bureaucratic in that process.
And Eduardo, you're immigrants' rights activist. What can you and other people like you do to fight this, and what can immigrants themselves do?
Well, absolutely. I believe that the first thing that has to come is that the national organizations have to stand ready to challenge this basically ruling and challenge it. I believe California is already leading the challenge against this decision by the court, because it would hurt tremendously the economy, the ability for employers to bring more people in, etc. And so there's already a challenge to this ruling by the Trump administration. We believe that if this continues, hopefully the asylum laws will continue as they were before. As you could just present yourself to the border, you could apply and you could be approved through the process. Now they're making a lot of more hoops for these people who are already poor, who find themselves in conditions of severe poverty or political upheaval. So I think that for me, it's where the national organizations across the country in the United States have to fight. They have to go to the court, and they have to beat it at court, so we can make sure that every asylum seeker is able to go through a proper and moral process here in the United States.
All right. Eduardo Samaniego, thanks so much for your time and explaining everything and putting it into context for us here on TRT. Well, thank you.